Just because football and sports was my passion, it didn't have to be the vehicle that changed my life, and they're two separate things. Fast forward 6 years into the business, I've been able to make millions of dollars. It's been able to completely change my life.
We're about to do what we do best, go eat food. The very first thing you must do in any vlog is go smash food. We're about to go to check out Lila? I think it's called Lila.
In person, vanilla.
Most young athletes think going pro is the only way to make it. And I know that because for a long time, I chased going to the NFL. I thought that was the only way that I was gonna live the life that I wanted. But what I found out was the complete opposite. I'm about to walk into a room where there's a lot of people that make way more than a lot of NFL players in the life insurance space. And it was a crazy story about how I ended up here.
First quarter 2026, over $8.5 million of ALP. We had over 21 people make over $110,000 just in Q1.
After my senior year did not go the way that I wanted to, I was lost. I had no purpose, I had no identity, and I stumbled across the life insurance industry. I was like, okay, this has the potential to be able to give me what I want. Fast forward a couple months, I was just playing with the opportunity and I ran into a patch of hardship. It was 2 weeks long actually, where I almost quit and I almost hung up my cleats. I didn't make a sale. I was in leadership where I was supposed to teach another person how to make a sale, and it just was not going my way. But I had to look myself in the mirror and realize the opportunity that I was in and how powerful it was. And a lot of the reasons why I wasn't finding success was 100% on me. I was running into identity issues, I was running into work ethic issues, and I made a decision from that moment on that I was going to take full advantage of this opportunity because it was too good to pass up, too powerful. And then from there, fast forward now 6 years in the business, I have been able to make millions. But not only that, I'm most proudest that I've been able to help other people make millions. And I'm about to walk you into the room where all the tools, resources, and information that was taught to me, I'm about to teach you guys that helped me make millions in the life insurance space. And what you're gonna realize is you don't have to be special to make money in this business. You just have to be coachable and you just have to have a work ethic. But I'm about to take you guys behind the scenes.
I hope you guys and girls came ready today because today is going to be so impactful. It's going to be so powerful. We have some amazing speakers that are lined up. We have some great topics. Listen, we got leaders that came in from all over that traveled, but we got one thing in common. We are all here today because we want to grow, right? Yeah. We want to level up. We had over 21 people make over $110,000 just in Q1. We had over 12 people make over $150,000 in Q1. We had over 5 people make over $200,000 in Q1. And we had one individual make over $300,000 in Q1.
The thing that was often talked about was passive income and building an income stream off of sales that you make from years ago, months ago, weeks ago. Jim Surace would often tell the story of how forgiving this business is. Connor, how much money are you currently making right now in your passive income, and how long have you been with the company?
Man, I've been 6 years this summer, and this month a little over 7,000.
And what were you doing before this company?
I worked in nightlife at the Bellagio in Las Vegas.
How many years have you been in the company, and what were you doing before this?
6.5 years. It was just under 20,000, and I was
20,000 what?
$20,000.
A what? A month? A year?
A month.
Okay.
Yeah.
So over 15 actual renewal, 20,000 plus every month, renewal, residual, or renewal and release combined. Prior to college, worked for my dad. He owned real estate, worked using my degree for a period of time, and right before I was working at a bar.
Starting I was 20 years old. I was working at a bar, dropped out of college. Now we're over $300,000 a year, $25,000 a month. Amazing. Mikey, how many times did it take you to pass your insurance exam?
10x, 10 times.
And what is your passive income right now?
Just under 12 grand a month.
Unbelievable.
It was one of those things that I knew that if I couldn't do that for my team, there's no way I'd be on stage, there's no way they would be able to see the same belief. So I just gave them what was given to me.
You can tell the difference between people who are kinda in, who kinda wanna grow, who kinda wanna be the best, and people who are willing to literally sacrifice anything and everything to get to the top.
My mindset's like, okay, I'm gonna recruit everybody and anybody, no matter where you're at. And sometimes you take chances on people. But at the end of the day, what do you want your team to look like? And if you have maybe that self-doubt, I think a lot of it is just self-doubt. You think you can't attract young, talented individuals. You don't know unless you try.
I want them to immediately be with us so I could give them, the most optimistic feedback that I possibly could give them. Hey, that was an awesome sit. You know what? I'm even happier that you didn't close that deal.
Getting 100,000 last month in March, 100,000 in April, 100,000 in May. Got it all last year, all the year before. He's gonna get it next year, every month. Who do you know in your life? Anybody that you can introduce me to? Because I can introduce you to a bunch of people like that from passive income. And that's what I be trying to talk about, winning. What does winning look like for you? What kind of car? What kind of house? How much money in your savings account, in your investment account? What's that passive income number? What does it have to get to where you're like, I got this gain, it takes care of everything, I don't have to worry about anything. That's the goal. That's the vision. That's the dream all of you should be accomplishing and helping all your teammates accomplish. If you put people first, culture first. These are the two things. When I put on sports, that's all I care about. Putting my teammates first, putting the culture first. What's the energy like in this locker room? Are we ready to kill it or not? Because I can feel energy if people are ready to kill it or not. It's the same thing in business.
So we just finished up a long but great day of meetings with the whole sales team here, soaking everything up. Just got done with dinner, eating some good steak. And as I reflect on today, I'm thinking about what my biggest takeaways are and some things that maybe would help you guys watching, you guys can take in your life and your business. And I would sum it up to two things. Number one, business, it's like a video game, where it's literally designed to be beat. There's never been a video game invented where it's impossible to get through every single level. Now, some may be harder than others, but it's all meant to be beat. And business is the same exact way. Now, the beautiful part is all the answers have already been discovered. All of the problems have already been solved. All we gotta do is getting really good at, number one, mentally understand, like, yo, I'm just at a level, it may be a little bit difficult, but I can solve this problem. It is solvable. I just, need to find somebody with the answer to the problem and then implement the information that they're telling me. And it might take me a little bit to be able to get it moving the way that I want it to. But once I do, I'm gonna be able to get past this level and then on to the next. And then the same thing with the new set of challenges. And the more you move up, the harder the challenges becomes. But there is solutions. So that'd be my first takeaway. The second takeaway is, listen, I appreciate what the life insurance industry has done and will continue to do for me, but I don't love and I'm not passionate about life insurance. And I respect the product. I think the product is super important and valuable, but I'm passionate about winning. And I think a lot of people out there may have things misaligned depending on what they want in their life. Like, listen, if what you desire is making a bunch of money, and let's say your passion is painting. Now, I'm sure there's some painters out there that will make a bunch of money, but I think you guys get what I'm trying to say. You don't have to necessarily use your passion as a vehicle to let you live the life that you want. Instead, find a vehicle that will let you live the life that you want. Paint all day, do whatever you want with your passion of painting. And that's how I use the life insurance industry. So I think people will have to find out what's important to them and how they're gonna get there with the right vehicle. And that's what I think life insurance has done for my life. But more importantly, for everybody watching this, understanding the difference between the two and understanding what it is that you want and how it is that you're actually gonna get there. So that would be my biggest two takeaways. as I look at everybody who's super successful in this business and living the life that I want to live and that I'm gonna be living, that was my biggest takeaways in terms of, okay, what it is that I want and how it is that I'm gonna get there.